All right, let's just jump right in. We're going to talk about something that, well, it used to be a wild conspiracy theory, but now it's very, very real. It's the story of why the internet feels so, I don't know, empty these days, and what that actually means for you and me.
I mean, you've been there, right? You're scrolling, maybe you're in a comment section, and you're trying to argue with someone, but their replies are instant, and they're just a little too perfect, a little too bland. It feels like you're talking to a brick wall. Or maybe you're not talking to a person at all.
Yeah, that creepy feeling? It actually has a name. It's called the dead internet theory. And for the longest time, it was just that, a theory. Kind of a fringe idea, that real people were disappearing online, replaced by this ocean of AI bots and just automated junk. It sounded totally like something out of a sci-fi movie. Except it's not science fiction anymore.
So let's start here. That fake internet feeling. And look, if you've ever felt like you're just shouting into the void online, surrounded by these weird, not quite human voices, you're not crazy. It's not just a feeling. Turns out it's a symptom of something way bigger going on.
Next up, the theory becomes reality. Because this is the part of the story where everything flips. Let's dig into how this crazy idea from conspiracy to, well, just another Tuesday on the internet. So, in 2026, everything changed. It officially stopped being a theory. This was the moment the data, the actual research, finally caught up to what everyone was feeling. And the conclusion was pretty undeniable. The internet we knew, it was gone. It had fundamentally changed, and maybe for good. And what was the magic number? 50%. Just let that sink in for a second. Half of all traffic on the web is now synthetic. It's bot-driven. That means half the likes, half the comments, half the articles you read, half the arguments you get into, it's not people, it's code. It's a massive, staggering number, and it's pretty much the reason everything feels so weird and off. But why? Why would this happen? Well, the answer is money. It's just simple, cold, hard economics. It became way, way cheaper for companies to just create fake engagement with AI than to go out and find actual, real human beings. It's a numbers game, and honestly, the bots are just a better investment. Now, this didn't just pop up out of nowhere, but man, did it happen fast. If you look back to 2016, you had these really simple Russian bot farms basically just spamming scripts. Fast forward to 2022, and bam, ChatGPT hits the scene, and suddenly everyone can use this crazy conversational AI. And then, just 4 short years after that, we hit that 50% mark. The floodgates were open. And you have to understand the evolution here. The difference is night and day. The 2016 bots, they were just dumb copy-paste scripts. So repetitive, super easy to spot and ignore. But the bots we have now, in 2026, they're smart. They get context. They can have a real conversation with you. They can even argue back creatively. It's a whole new ballgame.
All right, so now let's talk about how bots ruin everything. Because, a 50% fake internet sounds like this big, abstract concept. But what does it actually do to your daily life? How does it affect you when you're just scrolling on your phone? Let's break it down.
So why does any of this matter to you? I mean, really, this isn't some abstract problem for tech companies. No, this hits you right where you live. It's about your social media feeds, the stuff you buy online, maybe even who you date. It's personal. Just think about the real-world impact. You're wasting hours of your life arguing with a bot in the comments. You're buying some gadget because it has thousands of 5-star reviews that are totally fake. You're on a dating app swiping on people who aren't even real. They're just AI catfish. And if you're a creator, good luck. Your real work is just getting drowned out. And the worst part? The platforms often let it happen because banning all those bots would make their user numbers look terrible. Okay, so our next section is your AI bot spotting guide, because it's easy to feel like the internet is just a lost cause, a total minefield. But you're not helpless here. You can learn to see what's real and what's not. Think of this as your survival guide. It's actually pretty simple. There are 3 key things to look for. Step 1, check the profile. If the account was made yesterday, but it has 10,000 posts, yeah, that's a huge red flag. Step 2 is the timing. You post something at 3 in the morning and you get an instant reply. Come on, people have to sleep. Bots don't. And finally, step 3, spot the syntax. Watch for that weirdly perfect generic language. It just doesn't sound like a real person wrote it. Which brings us to our last section, finding humans online again. Because spotting bots is one thing, that's just defense.
But the real goal isn't just to avoid the fake stuff. It's about actively finding the real stuff, the pockets of genuine human connection that are still out there. And really, this is the most important part. The goal isn't to just log off forever. That's not realistic. The goal is to become a more conscious digital citizen. It means you have to be intentional. You got to curate your feeds, seek out those smaller private communities, and really make an effort to find the spaces where real people are still talking to each other.
And all of this leaves us with a really big question, doesn't it? In a world that's becoming more and more synthetic, what is a real connection anyway? As the online world gets faker, it kind of forces us to figure out what it means to be real. What does it actually mean to be human online today? It's definitely something to chew on.